We're drawing straight from Jim Rohn's practical wisdom, specifically his 10 things you must work on every day.
Right.
Our goal isn't just, to list these 10 things. We want to explore them so they actually click, giving you insights you can use, like, right away.
Exactly. And for you, the listener, if you value getting to the core of things, quickly but with real depth, this is definitely for you. We've taken Ron's ideas, his foundations, and we're trying to go a bit beyond the surface.
Yeah.
Our mission really is to unpack these 10 daily focuses and properly understand why they're so powerful for your own personal evolution. We're talking tangible benefits here, not just abstract ideas.
Ron paints this picture, right?
Yeah.
Each day is like a fresh canvas.
Yeah, I like that analogy.
And your choices, the things you focus on, those are the brushstrokes shaping your life. It's a powerful reminder that we actually have agency, day by day.
Mm-hmm.
And the key insight, the real gold here, is that big success usually doesn't come from some sudden massive change.
No, rarely.
It's the quiet buildup of simple, positive habits practiced over and over. And, conversely, failure often isn't one huge mistake.
Right. It's the small thing.
It's the compounding effect of small errors in judgment repeated. So that gap between where you are now and where you want to be, often it's bridged by those seemingly tiny daily choices.
That's such a critical point, and it's so easy to overlook, isn't it? The power of those small routine actions.
Definitely.
But if you think about it, like compound interest in finance, small consistent investments grow into something substantial. Well, it's the same principle for personal growth. Tiny daily improvements or even tiny daily neglects, they stack up.
They really do.
They lead to hugely different outcomes long term. So yeah, let's dig into these 10 areas and see how focusing on them daily can genuinely shift your path.
Okay, let's unpack this. Starting with something that, it underpins everything else. Your attitude.
Fundamental.
Ron really believed attitude isn't just a mood. It's the actual foundation your life is built on. And even small daily tweaks to improve it can ripple outwards positively. It's like adjusting your internal compass, yeah.
Absolutely. And what's so insightful is that attitude isn't fixed. You're not just, stuck with the one you were born with.
Right.
It's an active way you engage with the world. It's the filter, basically. How you see things, how you interact. It directly impacts how you tackle challenges, handle setbacks, the energy you bring to relationships.
Yeah.
And research backs this up. Positive psychology consistently shows this link between our positive attitude and things like resilience, better problem solving, even better physical health. It's not just fluff. It has real benefits.
He uses that magnet analogy, which I find really compelling.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Your attitude acts like a magnet. Positive attitude tends to pull opportunities and helpful people towards you. Negative attitude, it kind of pushes them away. Think about someone you know who's always focused on the downside. Do good things just seem to fall into their lap? Usually not, right? It's almost self-fulfilling.
So the big question then becomes, how do we actually do that? How do we cultivate a more positive attitude day to day?
Yeah, practically.
It's not about fake positivity, is it? It's about genuinely building a constructive way of seeing things. And small daily practices can make a real difference. Like consciously starting your day identifying 3 things you're grateful for. That can shift your focus right away.
Just that small act.
Or when you face a challenge, actively looking for the lesson or the solution instead of just getting stuck on the problem itself. Even just, being mindful of your self-talk, just using more positive internal language. It gradually reshapes your outlook.
And it's not instant, is it? It's more like tending a garden.
Good analogy, yeah.
You plant these little seeds of positive thought. You water them daily. One day you might focus on being patient when you're frustrated. The next, you might reframe a setback as, okay, what did I learn here? Each small effort adds up.
Yeah.
It's a compounding effect again, but for your mental state.
Exactly. And if you zoom out, look at the bigger picture. An improved attitude is like a catalyst. It boosts everything. Your relationships get better, more enjoyable, more productive.
Right.
Your work performance improves because you approach things with more enthusiasm, more of a let's solve this mindset. And amazingly, studies even link it to a stronger immune system, longer life. It really is foundational for a thriving life.
Okay, moving on. The second key area, communication skills.
Crucial.
Ron was very clear.
Yeah.
This plays a huge role in success. And when you stop and think about it, almost everything we do involves communication in some way, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Personally, professionally. It's the lifeblood.
It really is. And what's fascinating about communication is just how many layers there are. It's so much more than just the words you say.
Yeah, definitely.
It includes your ability to listen, like really listen, actively, empathetically, trying to genuinely understand the other person's viewpoint, their words, but also maybe what's underneath.
The unspoken stuff.
Exactly. Good communication is a two-way street. You need to express your ideas clearly, concisely, but also be fully present and receptive to what's coming back at you. And don't forget nonverbals, body language, tone of voice, huge impact.
So it's a genuine exchange, not just taking turns talking.
Precisely.
And that listening part, it's often underestimated, isn't it? Ron emphasized that some of the best communicators are actually exceptional listeners. They listen to understand, not just to figure out what they're going to say next. They ask questions, show real interest.
And this is absolutely a skill you can build with daily practice. One day, you might just focus on putting your phone away during conversations, giving full attention.
Simple, but hard sometimes.
It is. Another day, you could concentrate on articulating your thoughts more clearly, maybe less aggressively if that's an issue. Finding the right words for feelings. Even just thinking about how your words might land on someone else. Practicing summarizing what you heard back to them. So, what I hear you saying is, that alone can prevent so many problems.
And the payoff for working on this, Ron argued, it leads to more influence, better leadership, the ability to actually inspire people.
Absolutely.
When you can share your vision clearly and also truly get where others are coming from, you naturally become more effective. It builds that trust, that rapport.
And just think about the number of misunderstandings, conflicts, that stem purely from bad communication. Projects going sideways, relationships getting strained. Often it's just because information wasn't conveyed clearly or intentions were misread. Making that daily commitment to improve how you communicate can save you so much hassle, so much energy, by just fostering clear understanding up front.
Okay, third vital element.
Yes.
Self-discipline.
The bridge.
Exactly. Ron called it the bridge between your goals and actually achieving them. It's that inner grit, right? To keep going when motivation fades, when things get tough or uncomfortable.
And the core thing to grasp here is that without it, brilliant ideas, huge goals, even natural talent, they often just fizzle out.
Yeah, potential wasted.
Self-discipline is the engine. It drives consistent effort, follow through, even when you really don't feel like it. Think of those super talented people who never quite made it because they couldn't stick with things. Discipline turns potential into actual results.
He used that analogy of a muscle, which I think is really helpful.
Very relatable.
The more you exercise it, the stronger it gets. And the good news is you can do small daily exercises. Sticking to your schedule. Resisting one small temptation. Finishing that small task you've been putting on.
Little wins.
Exactly. Little wins that build that capacity for self-control.
And these small acts, they really do accumulate. It's compounding again, but applied to your willpower, your focus. Each time you overcome an impulse, you build momentum. It gets slightly easier next time in other areas too. You're building a track record with yourself, proving you can follow through.
And Ron was clear. It's not just about raw willpower, which can run out, right?
Oh yeah, willpower fatigue is real.
A big part of discipline is actually building supportive habits. When something becomes a habit, it takes less conscious effort, less willpower. Like maybe dedicating 30 minutes to your most important task first thing in the morning. After a while, it just becomes automatic.
He shared the story, didn't he, about a really talented young guy.
Yeah, I remember that.
Who just couldn't reach his potential because he lacked discipline. Brilliant mind, but couldn't finish things, couldn't follow through. It wasn't until he consciously worked on building that discipline, learning to push through and complete things, that he finally started seeing real success. It just shows how transformative developing this one trait can be.
Okay, let's shift gears slightly to mindset.
The internal landscape.
Ron made such an astute point. Often, the biggest roadblocks aren't external things. They're the limiting beliefs we hold inside.
Right, those ingrained thoughts telling us what we can't do.
Those narratives like, I can't, or I'm not good enough. They hold us back more than we realize sometimes.
But what's so empowering about this is realizing that beliefs, even the really deep-seated ones, they're fundamentally just thoughts.
And thoughts can be changed.
Exactly. The key is to first become aware of them, identify those limiting beliefs, then you actively challenge them, and consciously replace them with more empowering ones, like shifting I can't to I'm learning how to, or I'm not good enough to I'm making progress. It's an ongoing process of retraining your inner voice.
And like with attitude, these small daily shifts in mindset, Choosing a constructive thought over a negative one.
Mm.
They have this gradual but really profound impact.
Mm-hmm.
It changes your whole outlook, what you even perceive as possible. It's like reprogramming your internal software.
Rowan often told stories about people who felt stuck, really frustrated. And often it boiled down to a negative mindset they weren't even fully aware of.
Yeah.
But by consciously deciding to focus on possibilities instead of problems, practicing gratitude, deliberately shifting from complaining to solution finding, they managed to fundamentally transform their mindset. And almost always, that internal shift led to big, positive changes in their actual circumstances and happiness.
Okay, next up, time management.
Yeah.
Ron was emphatic about this. Time is our most valuable, non-renewable resource.
Absolutely finite.
And how we use it, how we allocate it, that basically determines what we can achieve. It's not just about being busy, is it?
Not at all. That's a crucial distinction, being busy versus being productive.
Right.
It's so easy to fill 24 hours, but are you filling it with the right things? Effective time management is a skill, and thankfully it's learnable. It can be improved with daily, conscious effort.
So what does that look like, practically?
Well, it involves things like setting clear priorities, what really needs to get done today, identifying and ruthlessly eliminating distractions, the phone notifications, the endless emails.
A constant battle.
It is, and learning to say no, politely but firmly saying no to things that honestly don't align with your main goals. It's about being intentional with every hour.
Ron really differentiated between busyness and productivity. You can rush around all day, feel exhausted, but not actually move the needle on what matters most.
Exactly. True time management is directing your energy to the tasks that yield the biggest impact, the ones that contribute to your long-term goals. Working smarter, not just harder.
So, a practical daily step.
Start the day with a plan. Just a few minutes. Identify your top 1 or 2 priorities, what absolutely has to happen. And maybe even schedule in breaks. Counterintuitive, perhaps, but planned breaks for rest can actually boost your focus and efficiency overall. It prevents burnout.
You hear it all the time. I don't have enough time.
Yeah, the common complaint.
But Ron challenged that, didn't he? He suggested it's rarely about a lack of time itself, but more about how effectively we're using the time we have.
Precisely. Small daily improvements in structure, prioritization, focus, they lead to surprisingly big gains in what you can actually accomplish.
Okay, let's talk about knowledge.
Continuous learning, non-negotiable today.
Right. Ron argued that in this fast-changing world, you can't afford not to keep learning. It's not just nice to have, it's essential to avoid falling behind, to stay relevant.
The core idea is simple. The more you know, the more you can do.
Right.
More knowledge means more capability, more value you can offer, whether it's at work or just in life. And usually that translates to more opportunities, greater rewards. Knowledge is leverage.
And the great thing is you can boost your knowledge with simple daily habits.
Totally achievable.
Reading just 10 pages of a good book, listening to an informative podcast during your commute, dedicating 15-20 minutes to studying something new online. These small, consistent daily inputs compound massively over time. You become more informed, more adaptable, just more interesting, really.
And Ron always stressed that learning is lifelong. It doesn't stop when you leave school.
No way.
In fact, he often said that self-education is where the real magic happens, where fortunes and fulfilling lives are made. He quoted his mentor, Mr. Schoff, saying, "The more you learn, the more you earn."
That resonates. I mean, I've definitely seen in my own life how just committing to learning new things opens doors you never expected.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's tackle a big one. Finances.
Can be sensitive, but so important.
Ron was very direct. Your financial situation isn't an accident.
No.
It's the result of your past actions and decisions about money. And if you want to improve it, reduce debt, build wealth, gain security, it needs daily attention. You can't just ignore it and hope for the best.
That's a tough truth, isn't it? He pointed out that many people are good at earning money.
But not so good at managing it. And that leads to this cycle of struggle, regardless of income sometimes. It's not just about what comes in, it's what you do with it.
But the good news, again, is that good financial habits can be built with small, daily steps.
Like what?
Like tracking your expenses. Just knowing where the money is actually going takes a few minutes a day, maybe.
Okay.
Creating a simple budget and actually sticking to it, and consciously saving or investing a small percentage of your income every single time you get paid, even if it feels tiny at first.
Ron always hammered home that point. It's not how much you make, it's how much you keep.
Crucial distinction.
He contrasted people who spend everything, maybe even more, with those who, even on less income, build security by following basic financial principles. Discipline, delayed gratification.
His core advice was often incredibly simple, wasn't it? Spend less than you earn and invest the rest.
Sounds easy.
Sounds easy, but doing it consistently takes that daily discipline we talked about, prioritizing future security over instant wants. He even suggested looking at your bank statements regularly as a sort of daily check-in on your habits. A reality check, maybe?
Okay, next crucial area, personal development.
The journey of becoming more.
Ron framed life as being about growth. If you're not actively trying to become a better version of yourself, you're essentially stagnating, maybe even falling behind. Progress over perfection, right?
It's not about reaching some endpoint. It's a lifelong journey. You can't just opt out. It means making consistent, small efforts every day to understand yourself better.
Self-awareness.
Exactly. Developing new skills, improving your emotional intelligence, how you manage your own emotions and read others. It's this daily work of becoming more effective, more capable.
And he emphasized setting clear goals, didn't he?
Yeah.
Goals aligned with your values.
Yes, because personal development isn't just about random learning. It's about becoming the kind of person who can achieve those meaningful goals, who has the character, the skills, the mindset needed.
It's becoming more, not just having more.
Precisely. And it also involves unlearning, which can be hard.
Oh, yeah.
Unlearning old habits, limiting beliefs, ways of thinking that just don't serve you anymore. Sometimes progress means letting go of the comfortable but restrictive stuff. Ron often talked about the principle of attraction.
You attract what you become.
Exactly. So by working daily on developing successful habits, positive thinking, effective actions, you essentially become the kind of person who naturally attracts success and fulfillment.
Which leads us nicely into purpose.
The why.
Ron saw purpose as the thing that gives your life direction. It's the reason you get up in the morning, the fuel that keeps you going through tough times. Your why drives your what and how.
And what's really helpful about his take is that purpose isn't always some lightning bolt moment.
No, usually not.
It's often discovered and refined over time through paying attention. The key is to work on it daily. Maybe take a few minutes to reflect. What really matters to me? Take one small step towards a dream. Make sure your actions today align with your core values.
And when you live with that sense of purpose, Ron explained, everything feels different.
It really does.
Work becomes more meaningful than just a paycheck. Relationships feel deeper. Challenges become opportunities for growth along your path, not just roadblocks. It gives context to the daily grind.
He told that story about the wealthy man.
Yeah, successful but empty.
Right. Had everything externally but felt hollow. It wasn't until he consciously connected with his purpose, which for him turned out to be about helping others, living a life of significance, that he found real, lasting contentment. It shows the power of living for something.
And finally, the 10th area, which is incredibly powerful, gratefulness.
Such a game changer.
Ron called it transformative. It shifts your focus from what you lack to the good that's already there, appreciating the blessings, big and small.
And what's amazing is how gratitude seems to attract more good into your life. When you consistently focus on what you're thankful for, you cultivate this abundance mindset instead of scarcity.
It doesn't mean ignoring problems, though, does it?
Not at all. It's about acknowledging the good alongside the challenges. And that builds resilience, optimism, makes you better equipped to handle the tough stuff.
So, daily practices. What did Ron suggest?
Simple things. Taking moments to appreciate supportive people. Noticing small blessings you usually take for granted, a sunny day, a good cup of coffee. Even finding gratitude within a challenge about, what can I learn here? It's about training your mind to see the good.
Training your mind, I like that.
And he talked about the multiplying effect. The more you practice gratitude, the more you find to be grateful for. It creates this positive upward spiral.
Yeah.
Plus, feeling genuinely grateful often inspires you to act, to give back, to help others. It softens you, makes you more patient, generous, compassionate.
Again, it's not about pretending problems don't exist.
No, absolutely not. It's about giving you the inner strength and perspective to face them more effectively. Shifting from feeling like a victim to feeling empowered.
He shared that story about the woman facing huge hardship.
Yes, profound challenges. But she consciously practiced daily gratitude for what she did have, for small kindnesses. And over time, it genuinely shifted her perspective, allowed her to rebuild, find deep fulfillment, despite everything.
Powerful stuff. And he also mentioned it's contagious, right?
It really is. When you radiate genuine gratitude, it tends to uplift people around you, inspires positivity, generosity. It creates a better environment for everyone.
So there we have it. Attitude, communication, self-discipline, mindset, time management, knowledge, finances, personal development, purpose, and gratefulness.
The 10 essentials, according to Ron. The things to work on every single day if you want to build a truly successful and fulfilling life. And the big takeaway, tying it all together,
Yeah.
is that lasting change doesn't usually come from giant leaps. It's the cumulative effect of those small, consistent, positive daily actions.
Absolutely. Real sustainable success is often just the natural result of those minor daily disciplines, practiced diligently over time. It's about embracing the process, focusing on the small steps, not getting overwhelmed by the huge end goal.
So the crucial question for you listening right now is, what's just one small improvement you can make today in just one of these 10 areas?
Doesn't have to be massive.
No, just one deliberate step in the right direction.
And the key is starting now. Regardless of circumstances, feelings, commit to that one small action today, then another tomorrow and the day after. Consistency is the engine. Those small actions compound, leading to results you might not even imagine right now.
And remember the power of purpose in all this. Knowing your why gives meaning to the daily grind, strengthens your discipline, fuels your commitment when things get tough. Keep reflecting on that purpose. Align your daily actions with your values.
Ultimately, life isn't about grand gestures. It's about these daily steps. Each day is a fresh chance to become a little bit better, a bit more capable, a bit more fulfilled. Embracing that commitment to daily improvement across these areas, that makes the journey itself rewarding.
So what small, consistent action will you take today to move just that tiny bit closer to the life you want? Remember, success isn't really chased. It's attracted by the person you become through those daily improvements.